Well, welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Join day after break. Hey, trade, consumer protection. We say DATCP here at Fact TV. But our DATCP friend Michael is back. Michael, how you doing, sir?
I am doing great, Jeremy.
Thank you for taking the time as always. Today we're going to talk about Medicare Open Enrollment, which begins October 15th, 2025. And for folks not just familiar with what Medicare is and this open enrollment period, what are we discussing here today?
So, this is the opportunity for Medicare participants to potentially change programs, change what entitlements, plans, things like that, and what they want to participate in, but also see what they else might qualify for. So, it's that time where we say, hey, what is out there? And then also to make sure that we continue those benefits that we had been receiving.
So, given that this time opens up, it also opens up to the chance of scammers being on the prowl and starting to put out random feelers out there because timing is everything. And there's somebody from BBB who always says, "Scammers watch the news. They follow the news. They follow the." And I always laugh, but this would be one that is just like right in there. Like it happens every single year, and so we're going to see many different variations of scams come through in all formats.
100%. They know when open enrollment is, and every year we see these types of scams spike because they are taking advantage of that. They're looking at those older consumers and they impersonate Medicare because these participants are expecting potentially a phone call. They know it's open enrollment. They know they need to take some type of action. And so it's not uncommon for them potentially to receive a call saying, hey, here's what you might be qualified for. Let us walk you through this, let you help you out. But in reality, they're really just trying to get their account information or sell them fraudulent or unnecessary products and services.
So the big takeaway today is finding the trusted sources. So we really want to look at how can we verify that we are getting a legit call or we are contacting the right people. So just starting with Medicare on its own front, it operates its own entity, its own website and phone number. So folks, regardless of whatever's going on, stick with the source, right? So go to the website specifically. Don't take a link there and call eyes too. Call direct, right?
That's exactly it. We don't want anyone giving out their enrollment information, their Medicare number, their personal identifiers to anyone unless they're initiating that conversation. We don't want them, like you said, clicking on links, responding to messages. We want them going directly to Medicare, and Medicare is the source. They also are the source for you to report fraud and some of these scams that you might be receiving because Medicare tracks that very closely and it helps them stay aware of what's going on out there so they can make sure that all of their participants are protected. And the best way to contact them is at medicare.gov or by calling them at 1-800-633-4227.
And Michael, you had mentioned too, the unwanted stuff is going to come if it might be a text message, might be an email, whatever. I think the big push this year from you guys, from DATCP, has been, go to the source. Like really go to the source and not take the link, as an easy way out because you just don't know if you're going to the. Heck, it could be the right one and you still wouldn't know because it could be a spoof site.
Absolutely. We want everyone to remember to control the flow of communication. We want you to be in control. We don't want you to responding to these messages and letting somebody else direct you where to go. We want you to take control and take the initiative to say, I'm reaching out directly to this number or this website that I know is accurate and trusted.
All right, another resource is the Wisconsin Board on Aging and Long-Term Care, and again, another helpline to help with not only the Medicare but Medicare Gap Part D prescription drug hotline. But nevertheless, again, another great resource there. But you want to go to the source.
It is. And this is a good Wisconsin resource that also provides telephone counseling services, but just helps with questions about Medicare related insurance coverage, prescription drug coverage. They're located here in Wisconsin, and they can really help you out with navigating all those different options for your particular circumstances. And you can reach out to them at longtermcare.wi.gov or by calling 1-800-242-1060.
And then we have the Office on Commissioner of Insurance of Wisconsin, OCI. Again, another great source, Wisconsin source to kind of guide you in the health insurance issues, maybe kind of just setting up an understanding of what am I dealing with here.
It is, they provide a really great resource called the Guide to Health Insurance for People with Medicare in Wisconsin. I mean, can't be more clear than that. It's perfectly titled. And what it does is it helps illustrate all those different options and the materials that are available for Medicare Advantage, Medigap, all those programs that these consumers might need, and says, here's the right place to go and how to get there directly. And you can get that publication at oci.wi.gov/publications.
And then finally, a household name out there, AARP. It is going to provide you with some great information. And I suspect there too, they'll have some pretty good articles on scammers in this field because, again, it is popular time for scammers to take advantage of you.
It is, and AARP is a wonderful partner with DATCP. They do a tremendous job at educating all of their members, reaching out. They have articles, tips. They've been navigating, this open enrollment period for decades, and so they know exactly what to be looking for and how it happens, and they can get you to those right resources also. And you can contact them at aarp.org/Medicare.
If people do want to get more information, Michael, on the information we talked about today, or just kind of wrapping your head around what are potential scams that we could see during this time, the DATCP's website is ready to rock for you to answer those questions.
It is. Our website at datcp.wi.gov will have all the information that we talked about today, along with lots of other guides, resources, and fact sheets on things we can help with that a lot of consumers may not even be aware of.
Yeah, I'm sure the numbers are pretty staggering too on how many people do get scammed on a version of this or data gets breached or whatever. So it's serious stuff. It's sort of like an annual reminder too of just, keep your guard up, go to the source and reach out. Don't be afraid to reach out and ask questions, right? Like there are people there that want to help you and make sure you navigate this space correctly. I also put in a plug too at our senior center. Our social workers are on hand to answer these questions as well. So if you're looking even hyper local here internally, head down to our senior center. Our social workers are there to help out on these questions as well. But Michael, like I said, the resources, that's what it's all about here. Connect the dots.
It absolutely is. It's understanding what's out there and how to get to that safe spot.
All right, Michael, appreciate your time as always. We'll check in next month.
Thanks, Jeremy. Appreciate it.